Hi guys, Traversal ENT in the building. Welcome back with another one. Alright, let's get straight to it. This video is going to explain the real reason why Eddie Hearn has left Sky to fully involve himself with the zone, right? If you want to know the real reason, pay attention to the video, right? There are three reasons why Eddie Hearn has left Sky to go over to the zone. And let me say a quick message to IFL TV. There's no point in interviewing Eddie Hearn at this current moment to ask him that question because he's not going to tell you. He is still contracted with Sky, and until that is up, he's not going to give you the real reasons, right? So you're better off, if you want to hear it from Eddie Hearn, you're better off listening to him once the AJ fights are all done and once he's actually done the transition, complete transition to the zone. Only at that point will he feel comfortable talking about it. That's the first thing I want to put out there. And that's to focus on the rest of the public who want to know the real reason why. Traversal ENT, we've got the information for you. So, three reasons, as I said. The first one is what everyone already knows, which is there is a 9-figure deal for Eddie Hearn to join the zone, right? This is the first reason and the most important thing, okay? So Eddie Hearn has jumped ships. Now, understand, guys, this is not the only reason, and the reason I can tell you that clear cut is because if it was simply because the zone has given him an offer like that with 9 figures for X amount of years, whatever, he could simply, Eddie Hearn, take that contract, present it to Sky and say, look, I've been offered that by the zone. Match it or I'm going to leave. But not only match it, give me a better package. If it was just a monetary thing, he could easily do that and remain with Sky. But the truth is, he's not done that, has he? Therefore, if that tells you it's money is a factor, absolutely, but it's not the only factor, right? So reason number one, we all know it. It came out this week, the 9-figure deal, right? Let's go to reason number two. Let's keep this video short and sweet, straight to the point. Reason number two, and do not underestimate the fact that he's been undergoing this level of stress for so long. It is the pressure and the stress that Sky have put on Eddie Hearn. Now, when Eddie took the job of promoter, he understood that stress is, comes in. It's part of the job. It goes hand in hand with being a promoter. But there's a level of stress that you're only prepared to take, especially as you get older and more experience in the game. Bear in mind, Eddie Hearn has got a beautiful CV of putting together some of the best fights Britain has seen. So he expects more leeway, he expects more control, and he hasn't received it. So let's talk about the stress factor. It begins when AJ was fighting or was scheduled to fight Jarrell Big Baby Miller. That is when things started to take a turning for the negative when it comes to the relationship between Sky and Eddie Hearn in terms of the pressure that they put on him, right? The United Kingdom and the United States were all looking forward to that fight. The build-up was perfect with the pushing and shoving. And then what happens? Jarrell goes and screws it all up by taking a plethora of performance enhancements to literally put AJ 6 feet under, right? So the fight falls through, voided. Now we're left in a situation where Eddie is in a predicament. Sky are stressed. Therefore, they're putting extra mounted pressure on Eddie Hearn. Eddie, you need to come up with something. You need to deliver. Eddie Hearn didn't appreciate how Sky handled that. He done what Eddie Hearn always does. Took care of the situation, right? Fast forward, Anthony Joshua loses the belt to Andy Ruiz. Eddie Hearn started undergoing some of the biggest stress he's ever experienced as a promoter. Some of the biggest stress he's ever experienced as a promoter. Sky have also panicked. It's caused an earthquake over there at Sky. So when Sky are panicking and Eddie Hearn's fight has lost, who are they going to get on the phone to? Eddie Hearn. More pressure. Eddie, get this 3-match done and dusted. Get it sorted. AJ needs to win those belts back. AJ needs to win those belts back. The pressure is on Eddie once again. Now, guys, I want you lot to take into consideration that Eddie Hearn is spending a lot of time away from his family doing his job in general. But that is exaggerated or is intensified when you've got pressure under your shoulders to that extent. Fast forward, AJ gets the belt. Everyone's happy, right? Now the AJ Fury fight was under debate. Now we know today that fight's all done and dusted, location, everything's all selected. Great. But at the time, Sky, once again, Eddie, you need to get this fight sorted. You need to get this fight done. We want this fight done this year. Now, on the thumbnail, you see a picture of a boardroom right there, right? Now, Eddie would have been sitting down in a boardroom or via Zoom call in every respect. He's been getting that for years now. But Sky put significant pressure on him to get this fight sorted. That really ticked Eddie Hearn off. Shall I tell you why? Because there's Eddie thinking, there's 3 of us are supposed to be working this fight. Me, Bob Arum, and Frank Warren. But I feel like I'm the only one doing anything. And on top of that, they're not stressed. They're cozy. I'm stressed. I ain't seen my family in how long? My dad was ill not too long ago. Wife's giving me a headache. I'm not spending time with the kids. I did enjoy the COVID. I did enjoy spending extra quality time with the kids. It was actually good. I enjoyed that. I had time to do things. And now everyone's on my neck. The world of boxing's on my neck. Sky's on my neck. So Eddie compared and contrasted that with what the Zone was doing, which is what? The Zone wanted Eddie to secure Canelo fights on their platform, right? So there was a bit of pressure there, but not to the extent of what Sky's putting on Eddie. You want proof? Here's the proof. All these boardroom meetings that Eddie had with Sky executives, we're not privy to seeing none of that, right? But we've gone from us not knowing about these meetings, us not seeing or hearing about these meetings, to individuals like Adam, not Adam Booth. Individuals like Adam Smith from Sky, because that's who he represents, being bold enough to come in front of a camera to the boxing public, the British public, even the American crowds, and telling them clear cut, and I quote Adam Smith's words, Sky are putting immense pressure on Eddie Hearn to deliver. We've told Eddie Hearn we need him to deliver, right? That's exactly what Adam Smith said on camera on at least 3 occasions I could give you, right? I could have posted those videos up, but for the sake of making it quick and short, I won't. You can go and check it yourself if you haven't heard it already. You see how bold Sky have become to come in your face and tell you that we're putting pressure on Eddie. He needs to deliver. Eddie better deliver. It's almost like Sky forgetting the promoter who's making it all happen in the first place. Eddie felt unappreciated in that respect. Not completely, but you know when someone's getting too big for their boots. If you listen carefully to his latest interview on IFL TV, he always likes to make a little joke about individuals not getting too big for their boots. Stay grounded. He always likes to make jokes about that, and there's a reason why he does, because he can relate with Sky. He feels like Sky, I won't say I'm biting the hand that feeds him, because Eddie doesn't feed Sky per se, but he does when he gets a fight arranged. He's feeding Sky Sports Boxing. Is it starting to make more sense now? Now, can Eddie Hearn come in front of camera and start telling you all of this now whilst he's still contracted with Sky? Absolutely not. He can't. So, and Eddie vented his anger to guys like Tyson Fury's dad when he says, just let me do my job. In other words, he's sick and tired of people putting that pressure on him like that, to the point where it's going to start affecting his health. He's only human. He's sick and tired of it. Okay, so that is reason number 2. The pressure and the stress is becoming, I think the word is immountable. It's too much. So what's the 3rd reason? And this is really the icing on the cake, as they say. This is the straw that broke the camel's back, right? This is the straw that broke the camel's back. Eddie Hearn understood that boxing under the Sky banner has plateaued. Yeah? Sky have taken boxing as far as they can take it. Not as far as Eddie Hearn can take it, as far as Sky can take it. Eddie understood that. right? A reminder was the recent Thriller Fight Club that just went by. Eddie, as well as many other promoters, had their eyes keen. They watched it with a keen eye. Keen eye. And they were proven right in their own minds, especially guys like Eddie Hearn. Because Thriller Fight Club did very good numbers. Pay-per-view smash. Viewership was excellent. But on top of that, they had incorporated things within the show that could never be shown or broadcasted on a Sky platform ever. Sky is a British-based company, and everyone knows the UK is a very politically correct country. They will never allow stuff like professional ring announcers and celebrities smoking weed, drinking alcohol during a boxing event, and all of that being televised. They will not allow a stripper dancing on the pole, multiple strippers on the pole, that being televised. Concerts within a boxing match, and celebrities, influencers being hired as, not ring announcers, but they're hired as commentators during the fight. Sky Sports has a specific framework by which it goes by. Eddie Hearn doesn't have the green light to run it as he sees fit. That's the thing that a lot of people don't know. They think Eddie had the keys to run it as he saw fit. No, he does not. He has to operate within the framework of Sky. So this is a problem because Eddie can't take boxing to the next level with these parameters, these boundaries that he's got all over himself. You would have thought Sky will give him more control. Yes, a level of it, but not to the extent that the Zone are going to give him, right? So there's Eddie watching a show, a boxing show, / musicians, / celebs, whatever, and it's a smash hit. And he knows he can't take bits of that and replicate it in his own shows. This is very frustrating as a promoter. This is like an innovative person being given parameters as to how innovative he can actually be. This is ridiculous. This is why I say that is the straw that brought the camel's back, or the icing on the cake, the decision maker at the end of the day. When you factor in all of those things, it became easy. Let me give you a little bit of proof as to how rigid Sky Sports are, and how the lack of flexibility and how politically correct UK boxing actually is. In the United Kingdom, nobody knows the name, well, most people do not know the name of a single ring girl. Not only that, we don't even know what they probably look like. But yet, in the United States, you got the Corona girls, you got the Takate girls, you got the top rank ones, and some of them, their Instagram's popping. People follow these people. The UK don't have the same equivalent. All we see is the ugly bouncers. Go and watch my video that I done, one of the earliest videos I did on my channel, which is UK ring girls been done dirty. Yeah? If the United Kingdom, and they were looking to get rid of ring girls altogether in this country, UK. Can you imagine that? If the UK are that strict, rigid, lack of flexibility when it comes to a boxing show, how can Eddie Hearn take it to the next level? So when you factor in what I've just told you, that Eddie didn't get the green card or the green light or being handed the keys to run it as he sees fit, but the Zone are telling him, do it as you see fit so long as the numbers come in. At the same time, the Zone are paying him 9 figures. Sky Sports are nowhere near that. At the same time, the Zone, there's less stress there than there is at Sky, who are becoming more bold. It almost sounds like they're literally putting a threat or an ultimatum to Eddie, deliver or else. It becomes a very easy decision to make. There you have it, guys. Sky Sports Boxing Exposed. Those are the 3 reasons why Eddie Hearn is leaving Sky to join the Zone permanently, right? Or should I say full-time. Traversal ENT, we give it to you. In case you are wondering, how is it that you know all this? You see, here in this platform, Traversal ENT, we do our research. That's number 1. And number 2, this goes for all of you. Pay attention. My little birds whisper. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you leave your comment down below. And make sure you hit the like. Let the video circulate. We'll be back with some more signing out. Peace out, guys.